underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Into the air right away is Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays, so guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 19-yard line. To the air on first down with Pickett. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Pickett now from the gun here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Pickett on fourth down. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. To return is McKenzie. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 36 yards. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. From the 31, Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Throw complete, Pickett to Johnson. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. They'll check this down to McFarland. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they
Singletary loses it.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Chase Claypool on the receiving end of that strike from Kenny Pickett. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, running right through him. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Running a jet sweep. This is Austin. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. On first down, they stick with Singletary. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Watson on 1st down.
Right back to Njoku.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now it's Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 91 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Hunt will try going up the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. we go on 4th. Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Singletary again, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and started working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Allen now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 20.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. It's caught by Bryant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 41, Watson flushed out right. And that is
is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Another completion here to Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 31, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 31 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to...
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? On play action, they'll throw. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Grant. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Watson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out to Chubb, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The York on now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger.